So guys, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? So today I just came back from the market. I went to buy a few things, very important stuff I need just for the house anyway. But when you don't have, back in UK, if you don't have bread or milk in the house, it's like you don't have anything in the house. So I went to the market to get a few things because when I'm home, I want my mom to feel my presence. I don't allow her to, think of what to cook or what to buy when it comes to food. I don't know about other things, but for me, when it comes to food, I take care of the situation. Everybody in the house have to eat and be satisfied. So we went to the market this morning and we knew it was going to rain, but we didn't know that the rain is going to be this bad, you know. So it was raining little and we got to the market and the rain started. We bought everything, we came home and we just came home. We bought a body. Did you guys see in the other video? We bought a body. This abode is from cassava. It's cassava snack. It was hot when we bought it. You guys will see in the other video that I post. Which one video you watch to know? I have vegetable in there, so I add some. So I finished because there were two together. This is the other side. I had the one here, so this one is here. So I add it, and yesterday something happened. I don't know whether you guys will see the video before this one or you see this one before that one. I don't know, but I'll try to make sure that those of you that you are consistent with my channel, you would have seen the video before this one. I will make sure that so that you guys can understand, okay, the situation. So yesterday I woke up and I'm like, oh, I want to go to Mile. No, not Mile, Dasu. The town is called Dasu. So yesterday was their market because in this village, market is every 5 days. All the town. My cousin town is different. Their own market is tomorrow. My village market was today. The other village, Dasu, it was yesterday. The other one, Kokwile, is tomorrow. So every 5 days, there's always market. So it's like there's market every day. So you cannot say, oh, I want to buy something. Yes, I have to wait till 5 working days before you see market. The market near your village, if it's not open, another one in another village will open. So you have to go there. It's just like the distance, you have to get transport to find how to find how you're gonna get there. If the one in your village is not open. So the one in my village opened today anyway. So that yesterday I'm like, oh, let me go to Dasu. The place is called Dasu. It's another town totally. I think it's about 30-minute drive or 20-minute drive, sha. Because the road is not good. Let's say the road is express. I don't think it's even up to maybe 15 minutes. Let us say 15 minutes. So I was happy yesterday. I'm like, let me go there to explore, to show you guys the market and things like that. So as we're going, I was just driving and okay, I get to my cousin's place that yesterday, my Uncle Eli, a workshop. So I sat there, I was just being, silly, saying things, oh, buy me food, I'm hungry, things like that. So I took my time there, and as I was there, one of our cousins took him, my mommy older sister, which is Eli daddy's older sister. Do you guys understand? Because Uncle Eli, I keep telling you guys, and I will continue saying, in case you are new to my channel, this Eli that I'm talking about, in case you have not seen this, Uncle Eli is my cousin, my young cousin. So Uncle Eli's dad and my mom, same mother, the same father. And that my auntie that I said the son came is my mommy older sister. It's the same mother, the same father. I give birth to that woman, that my cousin's mom, and Uncle Eli's dad and my mom. Okay, so they are brothers and sisters. So I was with Eli place having rice yesterday. I even did mukbang, just playing around. And then my cousin came that, oh, he too want to go to the market. I say, oh, that's good. Let's go together. You know, I don't really know the place. Well, I went with my son. When I say my son, it's not my biological son, okay? Because I have so many children. So help me God. So we're going with my daughter and my sister Alicia and her own daughter. So my cousin now came to Eli workshop because he saw me and he came to say hello to me and we start talking. I said, oh, I'm going to that. He said, oh, that's where he's going to want to buy something. I'm like, okay, let's go together. So he parked his motorcycle and then we head to the place and we're going. I was driving because he doesn't drive. There's nobody in the car that drive. I was the only one that know how to drive. Okay. So as we're driving, I think it was where we've reached half of we've reached like halfway to the place, and we just saw one motorcycle pass us, boom, speed, and we can see that it was 3 people. One man is driving and another man is at the back, and there's somebody in the middle. I wasn't sure whether it's a lady or a man. You know, I even thought it was a one teenage boy. Okay, so they just go, and then the hand was like this. So the hand was like this on the bike. So we knew something was not right. So my cousin was like, hey, what happened? What happened? So we started talking among us that, hey, I hope everything is okay. Oh. The way we see the situation, we knew that the person that was sitting in the middle, that person does not look well at all. There's something wrong somewhere. But they just got, they zoomed, they passed us and they started going. So me, I'm just driving. We're just saying, hey, God help us. So hope there's nothing. No, you know, I was just driving. We're driving. Halfway to the place where we are going, to the market where we are going. So as we are going, we saw the same bike that zoom and passed us. The wait and the guy that was driving the bike. Is it the guy? Or is it the guy that was in the front? No, he was at the back. Okay, the guy was at the back holding the person in the middle. We saw him on the phone and we saw a lady, a young girl, and she was lifeless. I mean, she was restless. Is it restless or lifeless? Like the way she is, she's still breathing, but she's restless, you know. So me, I was panicking. I started panicking. I'm like, hey, God, help. Oh, what is this now? So I have to pull over. Yeah, I know some of you will be like, yeah, why did you do that? You shouldn't do that. The Apple, if they are a criminal, but they are trying to rob you. I know, guys. But the way the situation is, my God, my conscience, I don't know. And I know my angels are guiding me all the time. As long as I'm not doing bad to anybody, and they want to do bad to me, they will not succeed. It will not even work. Unless I'm doing bad to you and want to do it to work, okay? But I know I'm not going to do bad to you, okay? So I was telling my cousin, so when we're going, we saw we're talking among us. Is that not the bike that just zoomed past us? My cousin was like, yeah. And my son, because my son in the car, I think is over 24 now. 24, yeah, he's over 24, 23 going to 24, sha. So he's not a kid. And my sister, when talking among us, like, is that not the bike? So I kind of near and I slowed down and I started telling my cousin, what happened? Then we saw the guy on the phone, the guy that was holding the person on them in the middle that was restless or lifeless. So we saw him on the phone talking to people, and then they started doing like this. They didn't do like this at first. They are not the one that stopped us, okay? When we're going, when we saw the bike that just zoomed past us, we saw that they stopped, and one of them were on the phone. The guy that was sitting at the back was on the phone, and the one that was driving, he came down, was holding the bike, and the lady was lifeless or restless. So I now stopped my car. And I was telling my cousin, what happened? What do we do now? What is the situation? We thought maybe we knew that the person that was in the middle was not feeling. We knew something was not right, sir. We knew something was not right. So when we now saw them parking, we're like, no, we're just thinking, you know, different thoughts were coming. We're like, yeah, what happened? What happened? What happened? You know? So my cousin was like, wait, let me go and ask. So my cousin opened the door. My cousin went. My cousin is very educated. He's even into kind of, you know, those kind of governor thing and things like that. He assists the governor and things like that. So he's very, very educated. Okay. So he said, okay, he started talking to me that okay, we're speaking in English, but you understand English, you understand French, you understand Yoruba, everything. So he started speaking in English. Okay, what happened? He said, okay, wait, let me go and find out what's the situation. My cousin came out and my cousin was telling them, okay, what happened, and we started hearing what they were saying. He's saying, oh, we now see the situation that the lady in the middle is not feeling well. She's lifeless, she's hopeless, she can't talk, she's very weak, she can't see anything, but she's still breathing. And they were now telling my cousin that there's no petrol in the car. I mean, petrol finished inside the motorcycle, and we're like, oh my god. And this guy, so one of them was the husband, one of them was the husband friend, I think. So the guy was like, please help me, help me, help me. And we can see that, I think where they were bringing the lady from, I think they brought her from another hospital, and he have drip. You know when they give you drip, you know the place where they put maybe like plaster, or the needle is still inside. So the lady was like this, she can't talk, she can't do anything. I was started panicking. I'm like, hey, what is it? They said there's not enough petrol inside the motorcycle and it's finished, and they were in the middle of where I don't think they can get petrol to buy. So my cousin was like, oh, so I'm like, okay, let them come inside the car. Oh my god, I was panicking. My cousin was like, calm down, do not panic. So we're like, hey, we need to help them. So the husband came inside the car, and the husband was holding, and the husband kept receiving calls. They were calling, oh, how was she? So the cousin was telling whoever is talking to that, we don't know, but what happened? The petrol finished in our car, in our motorcycle. So we just see somebody that want to give us lift now. We just entered the lift, the car. They are giving us lift. Hold on, guys. Yes. So give us lift and those kind of stuff. So I was driving, I was speeding, yeah, because normally, because the hand here is left, they are left-handed drive. Back in UK is left, is it left? No, here is left-handed. Back in UK is right-handed. So I don't run when I'm going, and when I'm going to far distance, my cousin, which is Uncle Eli's younger brother, is a good driver. He always drive me. But when I'm going back to Lagos, when I'm in Lagos, Nigeria, I want to drive there, I have my own personal private driver that normally drive me. But in this village, I can manage, I can be driving slowly. So when we're going, normally I speed 20, maybe 20, 25, 30 minimum. That, let's say I'm running, oh yeah, I'm running so fast, it's 30. So when the lady going to her, the husband start praying, we start praying, they were calling the husband know people, they're calling, and I was speeding like 40, and I just start speeding because, oh my god, the husband was crying, please, you know, all those kind of stuff. I'm like, and I started praying for myself. I started praying that God help me. God help me, oh Johnny mercy. Bless, soak this car, oh angels of guiding angel. I was just praying for my car, and I was praying for myself, and I was praying for the road. Because hey, come out of it, you come back thing. Do you guys understand? So I was speeding and I was looking, my cousin was like, slow down, calm down, take it easy, everything will be fine. Then I was speeding, but by the time I was seeing when I was speeding, thank God, when the express where we are, the road was smooth. So when I see my speed, I was 60 miles. I'm like, oh, I've never speed like this before in Benin. Maybe when I'm back in UK, when I'm going somewhere, you know, outside London or something, when I'm on fast motorway, I can speed 60. I don't think I've even speed 70, maybe 65. But no more than that. I don't think I've ever speed even up to 70. But this is imagine. So, okay, we drove. We get to the hospital. And when we got there, they took no, this is emergency now. We got to the hospital and they took her. The husband, I don't know, the husband was like, me, I didn't even know it was the husband. I thought maybe it's the girl that was in the situation. I thought it was the doctor, but later on I found out that is the guy, is the lady is the husband of the man. Stuff. And then we got to the hospital. Instead of them to, you know, like, imagine this is emergency, somebody that is hopeless or lifeless, you're meant to do all your equipment, call the nurses, the doctors. They were doing dear, 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 dear. I'm like, gee, what's going on? And the doctor was like, the nurse, okay, when we got there, the nurse take her temperature, take her blood pressure. When he did that, because the nurse was a guy. When he did that, that's when the doctor came in. But I still feel like they were not fast enough, because according to the situation, I feel like they could have done more. And the doctor came wearing his uniform and started speaking French. I mean, I don't understand French, but thank God that my cousin, as I told you, is very educated. He understands French very well. There's no language that you speak that I can hear that he doesn't understand. You guys understand? So he started, as I was saying, what are these things? They say, oh, they can't work for her. They can't treat her. I'm like, and before they could get to the house, because they were coming from far place. Bless me. They were coming from far place. So I'm like, why do they even come this far? Because even where we're coming from, there's so many hospitals they've passed. But they were like, no, because they have all the equipment in this hospital. That's why they brought her here. All the good facilities in this particular hospital. That's why they brought her. I'm like, you guys passed several hospitals. Why do you have to bring her here? And now look at the situation. They cannot give her treatment. They're like, oh, this is where they have the best treatment, the good facility, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I just got angry and I went outside. I'm like, I need fresh air. I went inside my car. I'm like, I need water to drink. I drank water. Meanwhile, the market where we are going, we've passed the markets, because after we pass the market, I have to drive another like 20 or 25 minutes to the place, and I've passed the market where I'm going. The market where I'm going is not even that far. So when we're there, the doctor were doing dear. They were writing slowly. They said they can't give her treatment. This girl cannot say nothing. The husband started crying. The husband were praying. Me too, I was praying. So I'm like, and I'll say it. I told my cousin, tell them they should do something. I mean, they're like, they were speaking French, guys. I don't understand French, okay? So yeah, so I told my cousin, they should have to give her treatment. My cousin was like, they can't do anything, that they want to get ambulance to take her to the biggest hospital. I'm like, ambulance? Where is the ambulance? So they said the ambulance is in another hospital. They have to call the ambulance, and before the ambulance can get there to where we are, it will be like 30 minutes. Shoo, this chicken. It will take like 30 minutes. So we're there waiting, and then they now give her drip. Before they give her drip, the doctor check her, and they did like this to her chest, and then she now woke up. You know, it was I was panicking that yesterday. I don't know what was wrong with me. I'm like, God, why do you have to let me go today, that things like this is gonna happen? Then I talk about it. I say there's a reason why God want me to go to that market, and there's a reason why my cousin followed me. Because if my cousin did not follow me, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know, because I have the boat. I feel a bit confident that, okay, my cousin is with me, you know. But if it's only me and my son and my sister, what do we know? I don't know, maybe I'll be able to help. I don't know. Maybe even if I help, I'll be even more panicking that, oh, I'm putting stranger in my car. You know, but I have my cousin there. I'm like, okay, it's fine. My cousin is here with me. Do you guys understand? Anyway, so they did like this, and and then she started responding little by little, and they give her drip, and then she now gained conscious. How do you speak English? She just gets herself back, sharp. And then I was telling my cousin, and this time was around 1:30. So I was telling my cousin, we're just talking, we're there. So my cousin was like, what do we do? And I said, what do we do? I don't know. What you tell me, what do we do? My cousin was like, what do we do? I'm like, my cousin was like, before 3 we have to go. So I look at the time, and I see that the time was 1:33. I'm like, maybe by 2 o'clock. Because they said the ambulance will come. We wanted to wait and make sure that the ambulance come and they take her to the biggest hospital. I'm like, okay, how far is the biggest hospital? They say 3 hours from where we are. I'm like, it's far. So I was even saying they should take motorcycle, because motorcycle is faster than car, because you reach some places that if the road is not good, there's no way you could speed. You have to be going slowly, and the road between your car will be doing gija So I'm like, the motorcycle is very fast. That's when they now told me that no, they are not taking just normal car, they are taking ambulance. I'm like, oh, that's even better. So I'm like, our country is good though. Our country is now good. We have ambulance, we have good facility in the hospital. But by the end of the day, even the doctor at first they were acting a bit too slow, dear. But later on they speed up the process. So the doctor have to write a lot of report, a lot of paperwork. They ask the name, where they come from, and things like that. So the guy were receiving call. Different people were calling this man. It's like this man is very popular. They were calling him, asking how is she. So she was saying her when the petrol finished inside the bike, and then we saw somebody, God-fearing people, a lady that were driving, and she stopped and give us lifts. We are in the hospital now, but they said she was just saying stuff that was happening. And later on, somebody else's call. I think that person was his uncle, his elderly uncle. And he was talking to the elderly uncle, and the elderly uncle was like, I'll come there. So 5 minutes later, the uncle came. And the uncle so he was now telling us that is the uncle. Was now telling his uncle that, he was now showing me to the uncle that, this is the lady that gave us lift when the petrol finished inside the motorcycle. So the uncle were now thanking me that okay, so they think we're coming to the hospital, so that's why we give them lift. And I said, no, we're not coming to the hospital. I told them we're going to Dasu. They say, you guys are going to Dasu and you drove all the way here because of this situation. I said, yes. Oh, God bless you. He started praying. I said, we're coming. So I was saying, we're coming from all the way from Tatlokon side. I was like, you came from Tatlokon. Me too, I'm from Tatlokon. He now said, so where do you come from, Tatlokon? And I'll start saying my village name. I'll say, I hear. So I said, so place. I say, yes. Now my daddy's oldest brother, because he's how do I say it? It's very known. People know him because if anything happen in the village, he's the leader in this village and that village, this village. If anything happen, maybe somebody's having an affair, or somebody take your farm without asking, or somebody's owing you money, you go to him and you do the reports, and then they will solve the situation. So that was what happened. So it was like, Glege, I know Glege. I'm like, I know Glege, and was saying you know him, and you also know his brother, and you also know. So I'm like, okay, now say, who is my father? And I told him, my father. And I mentioned my father's name. It was like, because people don't really call my father his name. They have a pet name they call themselves. You know, this daddies. She was like, who's your father? And I'll start saying, and I'll say my dad's name, that I know that people know him. Even young children call my dad that name. I say, so he was telling me that, and somebody just called him. And I think one of the brothers, they were calling him, and then he came out, and then he came to pray for me. He said, God help, thank you so much. God will do your own, blah, 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 blah. So we're there, and the ambulance came. Exactly 30 minutes, guys. I will not lie. Exactly 30 minutes that they said that the ambulance will come. Exactly that time the ambulance came. And then they took her to the big hospital, and then we saw that before we left. So the guy too, we pray for me, and then when we're going, he started going before us. I mean, the ambulance have left with the lady and the husband. So the uncle of the husband were going, it's already left. So when we're going, I meet him on the road on his bike. Maybe, I don't know where my car was fast. I just came and I waved at him, and I was saying bye-bye. But he said he know my village, and he know my uncles as well. And see, so when we got home yesterday, my mom was so worried. My mom was like, yeah, I wanted to call you. I don't have credit. And when I got to Uncle Eli's workshop, I know I didn't have credit. And I told my mom, Mommy, don't worry, I'm going to send you a credit. So I'm going to top up your phone. And I say, Mommy, so we give, because normally my assistant normally use my mommy's phone when she's out. She just like holding it. Sometimes she use touchlight because she have 3-year-old. So one time she wants to get something inside is dark. So she normally use her mommy's phone. But we're going now yesterday, I say, give Jan her phone. You know, in case we want to communicate with her, she wants to communicate with us. So my sister told me that Mommy don't have credit. So I said, okay, when we get to my cousin's place, I'm going to tell my cousin Eli, he's the one that normally buy my own credits. I mean, he's the one that normally top up my phone. So when we got to Eli's place yesterday, I told Eli, my cousin, that top up for me and top up for Jano. And he said okay, and we left. So I don't have credits on my phone. My mom don't have. So my mom was like, I was panicking, I wanted to call you. They say I don't have credit, but they don't I don't have credit. I was so scared that you guys, when you go to places like that, places that you don't really go to, you don't take time, but you don't take long, but you really took long. I was so worried. I said, where will I run to? Who do I call? So we now tell them the story that this is what happened, and we did video there. So I was showing my mommy, my dad were worried. Everybody were worried that because if I'm going to my mommy's father's house, I can stay there for 3, 4, 5 hours. My mommy know that I'm in my uncle's place, in my auntie's place. I'm in her father's house in the other village, so she does not worry. But because in fact I'm going somewhere and I take that long, they were so worried. And she said she doesn't even have credit to call me, and they were worried when we came. So I was telling my daddy, my mom was standing, my dad was standing. I was telling my dad the situation, me and my sister, that this is why we take long. Even the market that we planned, that want to go and do video and do this and do that. By the time we finish from the hospital and we say let's go to the market, the mind is not there again. It's like I just want to come home. We end up going to the market, but we didn't stay long because we're tired. I was exhausted already. So we're telling our father, our parent, that this is what happened, this is what's happened, this situation, this is the video, this is the person. My dad was like, it's somebody my daddy know. My daddy know this guy. This not the husband. My dad know the husband. My dad know the uncle that was praying for me. I say, wow. I say, hey, this situation, that's wow. And you know what my cousin was saying yesterday? When we're coming, I told my cousin that if I did not stop and help those family, my conscience will not let me rest. My cousin was like, sister, you did the right thing. Let's say you want to do the wrong thing. We're the same age, okay? Maybe we're the same age, Sha. Or maybe I'm older than him, or he's older than me, or we are the same age, Sha. I know one of us is older now, maybe by a few months. I don't, and what I don't know, maybe I'm the one or he's the one. I don't know. I have to ask our parents. But we are the same. We're born in the same year, I think. So it was like, sis, don't worry. If what you were doing was bad, I would have stopped you from doing it. What you did was really good, because according to Benin law, money which law? Only according to Benin law, if you are traveling on a motorway like that, or you are going somewhere, you saw somebody in danger, the law says you should help the person. So in our experience now, God forbid, if as we are going, we saw them and we did not help them, if that lady end up dying or passing on, they are going to do the investigation and say, okay, when you guys were on the road and your petrol finished, who are the car you saw? Did you see anybody? If they mention my name, they'll come and arrest me. They say that's the law. If you are going and you see somebody in danger, help the person. I'm like, oh, really? And one thing that I don't like that kind of law, when maybe you are going and somebody have accident now, the person is between life and death, and you are passing, you have to take the person to the hospital before the family even know. Okay, that's not even bad. Take the person, but you have to wait and pay the hospital bill before the family can even. If the person did not have family that will come and pay the hospital bill, you have to pay the bills. You have to find the way to pay the bills. I'm like, how about if I don't have money? I mean, I'm just going my own way and I don't know you. I'm just helping you. They say, no, you have to call people to help you to pay the bills. I'm like, no, I don't like that law. It's good enough that they said, if you see somebody in danger, and that's what we should all do, help the person. But the fact that you say, I have to pay your bills, do you know what is in my account? Which kind of law is that? That one law is no good. Because you don't know whether that means I did not chop sleep. You don't know whether Nagari, I want to go to my house to go and drink, and you tell me to pay hospital bill for what I don't know nothing about. They say that is the law. So that kind of law, yeah, I don't understand. Anyway, that's just what I want to tell you guys, that that's what happened to me yesterday, and I did not get myself, guys. But I thank God, and I also thank God that I was there at the right time, and I'm happy I did what I did. Because some of my prayer, when I'm praying, I always tell God, God use me. And so when we're finished and the husband wanted to enter the ambulance, I asked the husband number. Say, give me your number, let me call later to find the situation, so to find out what the situation, you know, just being clear. So I collect the number, and just now I remember that I didn't call the husband, so I now call the husband. The phone were not even ringing, so I just turned it off. That when I finish, maybe there's no network here, so I turn it off. Before I turn it off, the number called me back was the husband. So I say, I was the lady that gave you guys lift yesterday. How is the lady? How is she? She said, oh, thank God, she's fine. And she started praying for me, and this and that and that and da 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 da. So that is my story. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I just want to share with you guys, you know, everything happened for a reason. I believe that God used me for that woman, and I believe that the God she's serving to loves her, and the God is with her, because it can only be God. It can only be God. What happened yesterday? Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.
Johnny baby, oh, can no burn you well, oh. Action baby, oh, Zelo, oh, Cabosile, oh, can no baby, oh. I'm a Johnny, take me for the pepe, oh, party day, oh, she be the happiness anywhere she go. She the smile on the face of everyone. She dey make every man fall in love. Fall in love. Get it, baby, like it can not, baby. Make it hold her well, make it treat her so well. If you get it, baby, like it can not, baby. Make it hold her tight, oh, make it treat her so well, oh. If it's Johnny, why then you go where my Lord, oh. Oh, no. Fine like a diva, she be the queen, fine past Mona Lisa. No other woman like Johnny, oh, Johnny baby, oh, Cabosile, oh, Johnny baby, oh, Janno born you well, oh, action baby, oh, Zelo, oh, Cabosile, oh, Janno baby, oh, Johnny baby, oh, Cabosile, oh, Johnny baby, oh, Janno born you well, oh, action baby, oh, Zelo, oh, Cabosile, oh.